All right, everyone, welcome back to the show. It's I Quit My Band. Thanks, everyone, for being here. My name's Nate.
I'm JJ.
I'm Evan.
Thank you. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Comment down below. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok for podcast clips and comedy skits. Get the shirt in the description and subscribe on Patreon. $5 a month to become a quitter, and you get weekly bonus content every Sunday. Go watch our review of Cribs, Sebastian Bach, Vince Neil, and Rob Zombie.
Why would you want to miss that?
There's so much stuff that you won't want to miss on our Patreon. We've watched all those. We've watched Battle for Ozfest. I don't know if we're ever going to finish it.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. I don't care anymore.
I don't think our patrons do either.
They care. Supergroup. We watched all of Supergroup. We watched Some Kind of Monster. Those were great. We've done a whole bunch of other shit over on Patreon. We're having a good time over there.
We're going to be doing Fall of Western Civilization Part 2 coming up soon.
Coming up soon. And this Sunday will be just a standard shoot the shit episode where we just talk freely amongst ourselves.
The boys have some catching up to do.
We have catching up to do. I forgot there's also the Velvet Revolver documentary on there too that we covered. So go check those out. That episode was approved by the director of that. He watched
sick.
it.
What did he say?
He said that he liked it. He said it was funny. And he said he also did a Motley Crue one.
Oh, dude, we gotta watch it.
He said you should check out the Motley Crue one. So
I was terrified when he said he was going to watch it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, no.
He subbed, watched, unsubbed.
Hell yeah.
It was like
serious?
he was like sub, watch, and then next day unsub, and then he commented. He was like, just checked it out, pretty funny. And I was like, thanks.
Cool.
He's like, you should check this out. And I was like, we will.
Dude,
will.
100%.
Yeah, for 100% we will.
Bitch.
Oh, damn, dude.
Wow.
Sorry.
Not that guy. Tonight's a very special occasion.
Yeah.
We haven't done this in over a year because every year gets one.
One.
It's only one.
That's it.
No one. There's not many artists that get to get Yob,
Yes.
which is You Oughta Blow, the IQMB You Oughta Blow Artist. We're announcing
crowned
2026 IQMB's You Oughta Blow Artist.
Yes. Last year
Drum roll,
was
please.
Yahweh Nailgun.
Yeah.
Last year was
2025.
Yeah.
You Oughta Blow was Yahweh Nailgun.
Yahweh Nailgun.
The inaugural.
Yahweh Nailgun.
Yahweh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the 2026 You Oughta Blow Artist for a QMB is MOULD.
MOULD.
Dude.
MOULD. We've been talking about these guys for a while.
Yeah.
And I think, Evan, you were the one that put it on our radar. I don't know, maybe, or if it was you. I can't
No,
remember.
it was Ev.
Evan?
He was. I think he sent a text. He's like,
Yeah.
I think I found the band that each the three of us will like equally.
It's more you guys. It's
Is
more
it?
you two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it has more to do with, like, Evan's indie rock taste and your, like, fuzz, impartialness.
A little
you know?
bit, but they've put out since you sent whichever song it was.
I think it was Snail.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
I've been following their output, and obviously they were gearing up to put out some sort of album. I still don't. Unfortunately, I do not know anything about the band. Would either of you be able to impart any type of knowledge on me?
I believe they're from England.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bristol.
All
Bristol.
If
Okay.
I'm not
Bristol.
mistaken, they're a
Yeah.
power trio.
Not one
Yes.
of our own.
Not one of
Not
our
one
own.
of
all
our
right.
own.
This is the
Yeah.
first international yob.
Yeah. It feels a little bit sacrilege.
International
Yeah.
yob.
It's an international yob.
Yeah. Modeled after the VH1 You Oughta Know artist.
Yeah, just
a
in
deep
case you
cut.
didn't know.
But,
Because you're
yeah.
like, what the fuck are literally these guys talking about?
Yeah.
What is a yob?
But the distinction of IQMB You Oughta Blow Artist carries the same weight and the same implication in that we think they rule.
It's that you ought to be blowing these guys.
Yeah, you
That's
should
it.
blow these
You
guys.
should blow these guys.
And I would
Blow
say
'em
that
up.
your taste lies somewhere in between JJ and I's taste.
No,
you know what I mean?
I'm definitely in there too. But I think like you guys, I'm saying like you guys usually disagree on like because you're not the biggest indie rock guy. and
Yeah.
you're not the biggest psych rock fuzz guy. MOULD seems to like really weave those two genres in really nicely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Really cool stuff. I mean, at the core, it's a rock band.
Yes.
Like, there's really not much going on. This isn't like Yahweh, where it's like it's so out there that like and they've made this really cool experimental record that's really catchy. It's not like that at all. It's more that this is a like very bare bones, impressive rock band that is doing a little bit more than just like, you know, the indie thing or
Yes.
the fuzz thing. Like they're not like Frankie and the Witchfingers who are like, you know, taking all of their influence from just like one or two bands. They're like, there's a whole spectrum here that really like works seamlessly together.
Yeah, the new album is hoping as a coping mechanism.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing on their EP that I listened to that impressed me the most was just the number of influences they seem to be
Yeah.
able to like pull under the umbrella and still make it feel like them.
Yeah.
You know, like a natural extension of what they do. Like the guitars remind me a lot of like Pile and Fugazi. There's like a post-hardcore kind of thing going
Yeah.
on. Vocally, I get a lot of like McCluskey because of the guy's like high, sort of like nasally voice. But then, like out of nowhere, they'll break into like a vocal hook that reminds me of like Wolf Parade,
Wolf Parade.
Yeah.
or like Modest Mouse or something like that, or like Clap Hands Say Yeah.
Yeah.
Major.
It's like that, ah! Like that kind of, like Franz Ferdinand almost. something like
yeah.
that.
But that like 2000s indie era.
yeah.
There's major like group vocal over like that's kind of their thing.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if they all three sing at the same time or something, but like there's kind of like a the lads are at the pub
Yeah, dude.
chanting
Big time.
shit.
So
type-
anthemic. Some of these
Anthemic
songs.
shit. Yeah, exactly. And I mean, in particular moments, but then there's like parts where they're doing like really like syncopated riffs and
Yeah.
then they're, you know, whatever. It's like but then they'll like kick in their guitars and it'll be like a gnarly wall of fuzz or something. It's
Yeah.
it's cool.
There's some really cool psych rock influences too. Like on emotive language.
Yes.
Like that back half turns into like an OC song almost.
Yeah.
It feels like you're in like that cartoon land, even though you just got out of like you know, like emo post punk, like almost like American football type of riff. Like,
Yeah, it has
just
like a
comes out of
math rock
nowhere.
riff to
Yeah.
begin with, and then
Then it ends on like a like
Yeah.
really fucking cool.
Yeah, there's a couple times where I even get like King Giz like
Oh, yeah.
stew
Yeah.
over
Sure.
like the like
Yeah.
you know like
Yeah.
fast fucking groove. Yeah, I watched a couple live sessions and they like sound exactly like the record,
That's
I was trying to
awesome.
find live sessions, but I couldn't find it.
which is kind of crazy. And you're right, all three of them sing.
Yeah.
Like the bassist and the guitarist have such a similar voice that like the bassist will start singing a song that I'm like, oh, I didn't even know that was a different singer
Yeah.
singing this. And then the drummer will come in for like certain things. But yeah, it's like the vibes all over the album. Like
Two of these
Lucid.
dudes might be brothers, dude. Some of them
Maybe
look
they're brothers,
two of them
yeah.
look similar. I could be wrong.
Bros.
But anyways.
We didn't do a ton of research on our
No.
Yob artists.
well, there's not a ton to.
There isn't.
Fine.
Not much to
Yeah,
know.
we're on the ground floor.
We kind of
Mold,
are.
dude.
I mean, there's no Wikipedia yet. You know.
No.
But like Lucid is like
Yeah.
the best swag rock riff that Josh Homme hasn't written
Hasn't
yet.
wrote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sent us Lucid, I think.
Lucid's very cool. I mean, that's another part of the like great thing about this record is that like all the songs have a awesome and very like distinct hook in
Yes.
there. Like I can go through all of these songs and I know the riff, I know the fucking chorus, I know the hook. They all stick with you, even though they are not like produced any differently. It sounds raw. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't sound like a band that is like putting a ton of crazy shit in there. There's not like synths and auto tune. There's not anything.
No,
There's
Julian
just-
Casablancas
no.
was nowhere to be found.
He has not
not
infiltrated
touch this.
Mold.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like what I like about it is it's also very weird. Like
Yeah.
the riffs are weird. It gets like nervy at times or mathy at times, but in every single song they manage to deliver this like massive vocal hook
Yeah.
at some point.
Yes.
Sometimes it's not like a chorus, it's just like misanthrope.
Yeah.
Like it's a really heavy song and then at the end you just get this like massive
Yeah.
fucking like punk sing along.
This could be like we talked a long time ago about what song is going to like Seven Nation Army break out.
Yeah.
Legitimately, Liss could be that song if people knew about it.
I agree. It's like one of my favorite songs I've heard all year.
Me too. It's
Yeah.
like Sweet Caroline. Like it's like you could hear this at a baseball game. Like I would put up a beer and a fucking hot dog while that fucking chorus comes up. Like it's so like joyous and like righteous, but anthemic,
Yeah.
but not like in a cheesy way. Like it,
Totally.
Like I think the last time we talked about that, I talked about Wonder Horse possibly being that band, and I get a little bit of that on this record, but these guys are doing it so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
and it's
really killing it.
the guitar opens with what the riff is
Yeah.
the entire song, and it's like
Mhm.
you know from the second you turn the song on what it is, and
Yeah.
like you hear it and you're like, I'm gonna remember that because it's just
Yeah.
a really catchy phrase, you know.
Really,
And then
really
they put
catchy.
words to it, and then they make it sound so big, and it sounds like 1,000 people are singing it,
Yeah.
and yeah. I mean, when that song came out, I guess it was one of the singles. It's currently their
was,
top
yeah.
song on Spotify,
Yeah,
but
it was one of the singles.
it's near the end of the record. I'm like, this is just a really good way to, even though it's not the last song, this is a really good way to like bring this all home.
Yeah.
Yeah, the album stays like pretty great throughout.
Yeah.
Like there's not really a lull in the track listing, and I think it ends really strong with like Lists Decades is really cool.
Yeah.
Like there's that part where like it does that like pitch harmonic
Yeah.
and like it gets really loud, and then Hum I think is a really cool
Hum was a
closer.
cool closer. yeah.
Like I like how the guitar like will go into like these discordant nasty things, but they're playing against strings, and like it'll like harmonize and then
Yeah.
drop out.
Yeah, like these boys got strings on their shit, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Like good for them.
Yeah.
and
you know?
even when they're doing like weird stuff, like it's neat. Like the interlude, like the slashes, whatever that song
Yeah.
is. Like I liked how that sounded, where it was like it like confused me.
I legitimately thought my AirPods were
Yeah.
fucking up.
I listened to it twice, and I was
Yeah.
like, both times I was like, something's wrong with my ear. It was
Yeah.
cool just to be like have that like immersive moment of like, oh, they're bringing me into being like something fucked up with my shit, or is it this album? You
Yeah,
know?
that's like a new trend people are doing
That's
too.
cool.
Like they're dropping shit out, and you're like, whoa, hold on. Let me-
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, it's a part of the thing.
It's actually in the song.
When I was
Yeah.
listening to the Sebastian Bach episode of Cribs and it was only coming in
Yeah, I
one
was like,
ear,
yeah.
I was like, oh no, it's just fucked
It's
up.
just the fucking video. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's funny you say that because like I was like, damn, the interlude is even good.
Yeah,
You know?
that was cool.
Yeah, it's not a throwaway breather.
Yeah.
It's like actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
Two of my favorite guitar licks I've heard in a really long time. One is Float.
Yeah, Floats, that's not, which one is the one with the like Modest Mouse, like,
Oh, that's Hatching.
that's Hatching.
That's
right.
number one.
Yeah.
Maybe my favorite song I've heard all year.
Which one's Float? I can't remember the.
Float is like dum 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 dum.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It's this.
I was trying to remember the chorus.
Yeah.
Down. Yeah.
There's
that
just
was
very obvious shit that I know Evan likes that I also enjoy on this, you know, which like that cross section few and far between.
Not
We're
a-
like two
not a
ships
ton.
in the night
Yeah.
often.
Yeah, it's true.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like I'm not these guys are I'm generally not into like guys that can't sing that good, and these guys can sing, but they're not like
Not that good,
fucking
though.
all
Not that good,
stars,
yeah.
you know. And so but it's really good because they just have like like you said, really, really good hooks. They found like 12 of them,
Yeah.
almost, or however many tracks are on here. Yeah, 12.
The voice on the voice that he has, or if it's the bassist or the guitarist, if it's both of them, they have like a Paul Banks from Interpol, like if he was yelling back in the day type of vibe, and like that's just another fold of like, okay, there's a little Interpol in here. If you like Interpol, you might like this record. If you like Modest Mouse, you might like this record. And like all these bands that are just so drastically different that they have somehow like made into this really neat rock record.
It's powerful too.
powerful,
There's
yeah.
some very meaningful, like great production
Yeah.
and huge guitars
Yeah.
on certain parts. That's what like won me over initially with what was the first song you sent us? I think it was
I think it was Snails.
yeah,
if
I
I'm
think
not
it was
mistaken.
Snails, but then there was Lucid too that came out, and that one really the ba 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 ba. I'm like, fuck. I'm in on that. I'm in on this. I'm in. Like, there's multiple features that come up that I'm
Yeah.
like, I like that.
Yeah, I kept waiting. Like, I remember when I first listened to that EP, like, kept waiting for, because there's so many different parts that they're throwing at you.
Yeah.
Like, it changes on a dime within
Yeah.
the song. I kept waiting for it to fuck up, and it just, like, never did.
Never
You know
did.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think that's one of the things, like, we've named so many influences, but it doesn't feel like they are just, like, taking one of them. They're like, no, I like this, I like this, I
Yeah.
like that. And they're able to put it in a way that feels original. I think I feel about this album that I think, like, I feel similar to the Die Spitz album, that I'm,
Yeah.
like, very happy that this sound exists. And it feels like this is an artist that could just, like, bump up the percentages of whatever piece of their influence that they're working on. They could be like, oh, well, we'll just make a whole Modest Mouse sounding
Yeah.
type record, or like a more heavy Fugazi, or more fuzzed out, like, big ass heavy guitars. Like, it just
Yeah.
feels like they could go anywhere after this,
Yeah.
and that's exciting.
It also
Yeah.
doesn't feel manic though. Like, you know, all the influences we mentioned and all, like, the songs take a lot of twists and turns, which I think can be like a thing that is a detriment to, like, post rock stuff and, like, whatever is, like, yeah, I mean, we just talked about it on the Strokes thing, how there's, like, nothing really repeats or whatever. They don't quite, like, do that, but also there's so much different shit going on,
Yeah.
but for some reason it all feels cohesive. And also the record's only 35 minutes, so
Yeah,
it's, like,
and it's-
easy to digest.
And there's a good amount of songs too.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
13 songs.
it feels like they really are, like, they're a band that's still, they're interested in showing off what they can do on their instruments, because
Yes.
there's a lot of really cool riffs on here that are impressive. But they're still very interested in writing a good fucking song, at least.
Yeah,
Like,
they're not trying to, like, cut off their nose to spite their face.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They haven't managed to piss anyone on this show off.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you know, like Geese, like they, you know, they write some good songs, but I think, like, the thing with that was that, like, they were wearing their influences off on their sleeve a little bit too much, and that's what tends to happen with, like, newer bands.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, this one did strike me as, like, cringy in any way. I was just like, this is just kicks ass.
No, and, like, there's part of this album that makes me feel like this is, like, the album that Squid could have made
Yeah,
after
Squid,
Bright Green
yeah,
Field.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, with that type of drumming, the, like, shouty vocalist. But, like, you know, Squid just got even weirder and, like, less accessible.
Yeah.
Like, what I think what I think is so cool about this band is they are weird. They have cool influences, but they want to make, like, big ass catchy rock songs. too.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to people hearing this band, and I mean, if we can put at least, like, 10 people onto this band,
Yes.
that'd be cool, because, like, they definitely deserve, you know, the recognition, and you know, if we can get lists to play at a Yankees game, that would be
That'd
sick.
be sick.
you
Or
know?
maybe just a Pirates game. Would
Or a
be
Pirates
okay,
game. We'll
you
start
know?
small.
Yeah, we'll start small.
right here
Small
in the
market.
city.
Yeah.
We'll start fourth in the fucking
dude.
NL Central.
Not that
Maybe
bad.
maybe Riverhounds. You
Yeah.
know? Maybe
Yeah,
something
there we go.
smaller, you know?
Maybe my cousin's little league game.
Hey,
when I'm just
Wildcats.
blasting
Yeah.
it from my car.
Yeah,
You Oughta Blow is not a title we throw out very often.
we don't throw
We
it
don't-
around often.
We don't glaze people this hard very often.
No, we don't do it.
You know?
I'm hesitant to even give it a score, because I kind of want to just give it a yob out of 10.
Yeah.
But I feel like we should give it a score.
Sure.
You know, maybe if MOULD, you know, if they watch the show, they might be like, well, they gave everyone else a score. I don't think we gave Yahweh a score, though.
I don't think
Yeah.
we did.
Let's just give it a score. Fuck it.
All right.
That's our new rule for Yahweh.
We have to score it.
We got to score it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to give a closing argument. I think I've already said it. I'm giving it an 8 for sure.
I think I'm with you. I think
Yeah.
I'm landing on an 8.
Yeah.
I think we're going 8.4. I
8.4.
really like this album.
Yeah.
Let's do 8.4.
It's one of the better records I've heard all year. I don't know where. I mean, the year of the chat has been plentiful.
It's been fruitful.
It's an 8.1.
8.1. A yob a yob.
It's
hell
a
yeah.
yob.
It's a You Oughta Blow
I mean,
hell yeah.
you don't even have to give it the hell yeah. It's a yob.
It's a
Yeah,
yaw.
it's a
That's,
yaw.
that's
Dude.
about. I mean, that's like our breakthrough artist. Bro.
It's our
that's
breakthrough
better.
artist. That's
Yeah.
better. Yeah.
We don't stake our reputation on this often, and obviously Yahweh's doing okay.
You always doing okay, but they kind of fucked up a little.
They kind of
They
fucked
did
up.
fuck well. If MOULD releases a 9-minute album next time,
Yeah.
with every song being
It's
50
like the
seconds,
Madden
I might
cur-
be a little.
I might be
It's
a
the
little
Madden
bit-
curse.
Yeah.
Dude, if we create the Madden curse for bands, that would be so sick. Where like bands are just hoping they don't get the fucking You Oughta Blow.
Like, their next record is just like, what the fuck was that, guys? I mean, I still like the Yahweh record, but it was a fuck up.
You hear
when
this?
that iron was hot, they fucking threw some ice cubes on it.
They
They're
did.
like-
They were just like, douse it now.
yeah. I mean, I kind of respect it. I still respect it,
Yeah.
but
You hear this, Mold?
Yeah, you better
All the
not fuck
pressure's
it up.
on you.
They do. They release a triple album.
Triple A,
and
we're
it's
just like,
unlistenable.
oh,
No.
so long and boring. They're like, we really decided to focus on one of our influences. I mean, I know they liked how we did a lot. We're just gonna focus on one.
The
And it was
lead.
Sun.
It was Sun, yeah.
Dong.
That's good.
Yeah, check out the record. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe on Patreon, Instagram, TikTok for all this stuff. It's Yob.
Yeah.
It's Yob season. So go check out our Yob artist MOULD. Their music is everywhere, and the album's called "Hoping as a Coping Mechanism."
good
you heard
stuff.
it from the horse's mouth. We'll see you
Feel
next
good
time.
stuff, dude.
Feel good stuff.
Yeah, do some feel good stuff.
Yes.
All right.
All right. Goodbye.